Welcome to PDAC 2023. My name is Julian DeRosie from the IIF. I'm joined today with Peter. Hi Peter, how are you doing?
Oh, pretty good, thank you. How are you?
Very good, thanks. So Peter, maybe first introduce yourself and the company you're presenting today.
So my name is Peter Espig. I'm the CEO of Nicola Mining. I've been the CEO since June of 2013. And it's been a long process to get to where we are, but it's very exciting. So I'm excited to be here.
Great. So first of all, in which commodity is Nicola mining?
So we have three key commodities that we're involved in. So we are a gold producer. We produce gold concentrate. We also own a silver mine. So we've also produced gold and silver concentrate, and we have this incredible copper asset called New Craigmont, which is home of the highest grade copper mine in the history of North America.
Well, this sounds pretty exciting. So, three different commodities, three different kind of different development stage. So first, let's talk about the gold story.
Sure.
You're producing gold. How much gold per year concentrate? And maybe tell us a bit about the economics on this side.
That's actually a very difficult question to answer because the mill, first of all, it just started.
Yep.
And I can't talk about undisclosed information, but what I can say is that we have a flotation system, so the mill is able to produce gold and silver concentrate, and we are the only mill in British Columbia that is permitted to accept and process and produce gold and silver concentrate from anywhere in the province of BC. So that's developed. So the mill itself was a $30 million mill. You know, there's a lot of value in the permits. The silver mine is also, it's permitted, and but it's under care and maintenance because we're better off. We can make more money right now in our milling partnership to produce gold than we can with our own silver asset.
Okay, and so did you emit guidance lately that you can have for 2023, or not yet?
We haven't come out with guidance, but what I can tell you is that we are cash flow positive. We've talked about that a lot. We are in the process of applying for a share buyback. So we're able to utilize our cash flow for our operations. We did in Q3-4 last year, we acquired a part of our debenture back. We'll continue to repurchase debenture, buy back shares, and fund our own exploration. So, or at least use part of our cash flow to fund exploration. So that's very unique for a junior mining company to have that flexibility.
Well, exactly. Not only is it unique, but actually it creates a lot of value. It can create a lot of value very fast to shareholders, obviously. I think if you said, for example, applying for share buyback, this is always very positive news for everyone. It means that basically your financials are healthy, that you have a full confidence into what's upcoming and so on. It really is a strong indicator of things going well at the company. But this is on the gold. As you said, then you have other assets. You have the silver, you have the copper one. So maybe we move from to discuss your two others. So silver, you said care and maintenance. It makes more sense to keep it there. How long do you think you're going to keep it in care and maintenance?
We'll look at the price of silver.
And how much you need?
Well, I mean, the silver mine closed and it was not losing money. So when we put the silver mine into care and maintenance, at that time silver was $13.
Yep.
So at $13 it was break even. It's just that, you know, we have other priorities. So like you know, and one key point that we have is, you know, a lot of junior mining companies will have assets in BC, Quebec, and South America.
Exactly.
What you'll notice is all our assets are in BC, and there's synergies in having everything in the same jurisdiction, because otherwise you're not extracting value or synergies. And so being located close to one another, it makes it a lot more simple for operations. We can mine the silver from our silver mine and ship it to our mill, which is in Merritt.
But when you're talking, for example, of synergies, you were talking about permitting earlier, well, a unique license. Are those the distinctive elements that make you very stand apart from the rest of your group, or do you have even more than that?
Well, I would say this. I would say that to me there are three very important components to a good mining company. One is cash flow.
Yeah.
So, you know, because in my background, I was an investment banker on Wall Street. So without cash flow, you're going to have to go back to the markets at some point, and nobody has control how economies are going to be, macroeconomic. So once you have your own cash flow, which we do, you have stability. So your shareholders are protected on the downside.
Yeah.
Two is location. And I just want to highlight, so if you look at where we are, you know, our copper asset, and this is hard to really almost imagine, that it's the highest grade copper mine in the history of North America, beside the largest copper mine in Canada, Highland Valley.
Yep.
And it's the corner of two very large fault systems, both which are prolific copper producers. So the location is there. And the question is, well, why does it still exist? Why wasn't it drilled more? And it wasn't until 2015 that you had one owner. So we started drilling in 2016, 17, 18, 19. And then the past 2 years, we waited for a 5-year permit. So the location is perfect. So we've got, you know, cash flow, location, and the last one is permits. Because without permits, you can have great drill results, but it takes over 14 years. That's the global average from when you submit your final 43101 to getting your permit or not your permit to mine, but to actually starting production.
Exactly,
So your discounted cash flow or your net present value really has no meaning, and we have 3 permits. We have a silver mine permit, a copper mine permit, and a milling permit. And those are permits that, you know, can take over a decade to get. So those are the 3 things that make us really unique: cash flow, location, and permitting.
Well, I would say that, normally we talk about quality of assets, but those 3, those becomes asset. Permitting is an asset by itself.
Having your permits is an asset, correct.
Exactly. And so if anyone wants to know more about your story, because there seems to be a lot more to dig in that we don't have time to do that right now, how can they learn more about your story? How can they even follow your story? And for interested shareholders that hear positive cash flow, that hear a great, silver project that's on hold right now, but that could be rebooted with a good price of silver, and that hear about being able to put the positive cash flow into copper discovery asset, which is copper is needed at the moment. It's very, very dire in South 4. Where would they go to get more information?
Well, they can go to the website, nicolamining.com, and follow our news releases. Like we've had in the past, you know, we've been putting out news, I would say, fairly consistently every 2-3 weeks, and it's because we're very active. And you know, there's a Japanese saying, "The wise eagle hides its claws," and it doesn't show you what it's going to do until it's holding it. And so we haven't really been aggressive on investor relations or marketing, and this is the first year where, like, starting Q4 2022. Where we're really starting to, like, you know, show our chest and you know, talk excited about the asset and the project, because it's stable, it's exciting, and there's going to be a lot more happening. So go to the website and learn about it.
One thing is sure, when you have a good share structure, you have good financial backing behind, I always prefer companies that actually start pumping their chest when they're producing, when they're cash flow positive, than anywhere before, because a lot of the companies have big promises, but sometimes when they try to go to the production and so on, it doesn't exactly match what it was on paper. So I'm very happy to hear companies like you that do produce positive cash flow, and it's always reassuring to investors that they're protected on the low side. And I mean, this is always good. So thank you very much for your time. It's all the time we have, but please go on the website, Nicola Mining, and then get more information, follow the newsletters, follow all the letters that are, all the press releases that are coming out. And we'll be happy to follow an exciting story.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the
Peter.
interview. Thank you.